Music, friendship in the air. Music, friendship everywhere. Hey, whoa, I got a little pitchy. Got a little pitchy with my sing song. Folks, how's it going out there? I'm just going to share this quick if I could. Oh, there I am. There's Drade. I'm going to share these over here. Pow, I'm going to share it over there. Pow. Folks, it's kind of warm here behind the cheddar curtain, to be honest with you. Michael Burrell and Patrick McManus, bless your hearts. You're the first ones on the scene. I dig it. I dig you. First ones on the scene are my friends from the dual metropolitan complex of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Minneapolis and St. Paul. Minneapolis and St. Paul. A bold dual metropolitan complex, home of my lovely wife, where she was from originally, before she fell prey to my delicious cheddar curtain ways. I said, come hither. She said, indeed. Wow. Actually, none of that happened. What's going on out there, folks? I got a fancy Les Paul in my mitts. I thought I'd play that. This is the one I've purchased from Wildwood just a few months ago. This is a Wildwood Spec 58. And I'm also plugged into a little amp back here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right behind my butt. And it's usually right behind here, and everyone's like, what about that little tweed amp? What about the little tweed amp? We want to hear it, Drade. And I had to make sure I had a mic in front of it. So there is a mic in front of it right now, just a 57 in front of that beautiful 12-inch special design Koch 12-inch speaker. It is a single EL34 tube. It has a volume. It has a gain, although we're calling the gain button Gristle. And we're calling the volume control more. And it's got a tone control and also a little bit of that sweet reverb. And it's either 12 or 4 watts. I have it on the 12-watt mode. I actually have my earplugs in because it's damn loud here in Orange Room. But I like to feel the power of the full 12 watts coursing through my soul and chakras. Whoa, I felt that right down to my corns. Right down to my corns. Again, this is my personal Wildwood Spec Custom Shop 58 Lester Palfas model. And Wildwood Specs over the years have been known for their tweaked to the nines. See what I did there? Tweaked to the nines. Let's just read what it says off the website from our friends at Wildwood about the Gibson Custom Shop Wildwood Spec Les Paul Standard. Ooh, listen to what they say. The next generation of Wildwood Spec has arrived. I feel like fog should be rolling and lasers right now. Wildwood Guitars is honored to present the latest iteration of the Wildwood Spec Les Paul. You don't just see the difference, you feel it. Ah, you damn straight I do. Obsessively perfect, ultra accurate, aesthetic appointments complement stellar finish options like aniline dyed one-piece mahogany backs, historically accurate deluxe Clouson tuners, and gorgeous maple tops. To create instruments that look and feel vintage, the touch and feel of vintage, the axes of our life. Who remembers that? The cotton commercial. Who remembers that? Huh? Additionally, they've given each guitar a historically accurate serial number to complete the historically accurate presentation. These powerhouses are driven by two vintage accurate tone and unparalleled, let's see, what is that? These powerhouses are driven by two proprietary Wildwood Spec pickups, okay, that deliver a vintage accurate tone with unparalleled clarity, sweetness, and articulation. We couldn't be happier to partner with our friends at Gibson Custom Shop to write the next chapter in the Wildwood Spec history. We are thrilled to present these magical Gibsons. I got to tell you what, I go to the Wildwood site and I look at these Les Pauls almost on an eveningly basis as I'm going to bed. Right before I go into deep, deep Gristle sleepland, I go to the Wildwood. First I go to the new arrivals page and I troll around there for a while looking at some sweet, sweet guitars of all makes and models. And I always got to check out the Gibson Custom Shop Wildwood Spec Les Paul page and scroll through them and go, satisfactory beyond all belief. You can feel it! Am I right? I could feel it. Now, let me turn this thing up here. I can't see it. I can't see it. It looks a little dark. I need to see it. I'm out of red line. Okay. I can't see it. That's all right. Questions out there. I'm seeing some questions roll in. Oh, I see it. Sassy Cat. There you are again. Bless you. How are you? If only every dealer had the attention to detail that Wildwood does. Well, that would be nice, Sassy Cat, but we're glad that Wildwood has a specific recipe for excellence, or else we would be in the poorhouse, and we don't want that. I'm just kidding. But Wildwood is a super special store. There's no doubt about it. And the guitars that they do that are special tweaks from the various different manufacturers they have relationships with, the Wildwood Spec Les Pauls, I've owned now, this is my third or fourth, I think. Wildwood 10 guitars, they're Fender iterations. I have 3 of those, I believe. I need to get a 61 Strat, folks. You know, as much as I love Alder and Ash, they've been sending me those sweet, sweet Wildwood 10 61 Strats, and man, they ring so right. Especially with the big old oval C neck. I grab that thing and I go, oh, Lord. But each one they've sent me. In recent past, I've had that, remember that blue one? That one sold lickety-split. And then there was a white one. There was a Sonic blue one and a white one. And then there was that Chris Fleming Masterbuilt one that I had. Oh, my Lord almighty. That one sold lickety-split as well. The color is right on this, isn't it? This is what tripped my trigger. So I went to the Wildwood site and I was looking around and I saw this guitar and I just thought to myself, this is a doggone pretty Verge. You know, the top is just right. The color is right. A lot of times when you get like a 58 or a 59, they you know, they're all either yellow, you know, or they do that kind of greeny lemon thing, or else they're more tobacco. And I didn't want the tomato either. I just wanted I want a little bit of red in there, right? And this one had it. And then it was the right weight, had the bigger neck, and I said, let it come to the house of Drade. And it came, and I played it, and I thought, oh yes, it must be mine. It does match my hat. Funny how that works. Now again, I'm just going straight into that Koch amplifier, the new one right behind me, which isn't out yet, but from what they're telling me at Koch Central in the Netherlands, is that they're going to start trickling on over come April, and Wildwood's definitely going to get them, and this is called the Little Gristle. There's also going to be a Greg Jr., which is similar to the other Greg amp as far as wattage and the channels. It's just not going to have the super duper reverb. It still is a great reverb, but it's not going to have the 3-control reverb. It's not going to have the harmonic vibrato. It's not going to have the OTS feature, but it will have the 2 channels, reverb, and the ability to have boost for each channel. So, and it sounds delicious. This one is just a bare bones, 1-tube having, single 12-inch speaker sporting, volume, Gristle control for gain, a volume, a tone control, and a reverb. And it does have an extra switch on it, so if I turn the extra switch off, that'll be foot controllable. So here's without it. This is 12 watts and then 12 watts setting. All right, so I am going to turn the extra switch on, and you can hear what that sounds like. Yeah. Straight into that little Gristle amp, doggone it. Oh, I hate it when the battery runs out on the snork. Oh, yeah, make it just barely visible for old Drade. Mr. Snark, I'm going to get you! Wow, I sound so angry with Snark. Conserve your energy, Snark, and show me your light. Don't give me any half-visible utterances. Wow, I'm speaking to inanimate objects. Nothing wrong with that. Somebody asked the weight of this. This is about 8.48, I believe. 8.43 maybe, as I recall. It is a nice finish. I think they call this the Wildwood Burst, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It is a 58. I'm going to go, I'll find you one that's very similar. The 58s. I always like the 58s because they got a little bigger neck. And you always save a few bucks on a 58 because they don't have the legendary pageantry of the 59s. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. I'm going to pick a random one from the website. Here we go. Here's one similar. Vintage Cherry Sunburst. Actually, vintage. This is very similar to the one I got. Wildwood Spec 58 Les Paul Standard. 8.44 pounds. Yep, that's about what mine was. Look at that thing. Oh, so sweet. Two-piece maple attached with hot hide glue. Non-weight relief mahogany, solid mahogany. Chunky C profile is the neck. Rosewood attached with hot hide glue. 12-inch radius. Aged cellulose nitrate trapezoid inlays. 22 historic narrow tail frets. Binding is single ply Royalite. Oh, it sounds regal. I'm glad I purchased it. Because I want to be in league with royalty. Royalty, not royalty. Royalty. Pickups. 2 Wildwood Spec custom buckers. They're a little underwound. They sound glorious. I've always loved the sound of those doggone pickups. They sound so good. Nicholas Hardware. The bridge is a no-wire ABR1. Tailpiece is a lightweight aluminum, or as they say in some parts of the world, aluminium. Stop bar tailpiece. Unique features, true historic parts and plastics. Kluson single ring, single line tuners. And of course, you got that glorious historic brown pink lacquered Gibson custom hard shell case. That just makes you feel so good when you see that brown case and you open it up and it's got that pink pageantry. Pageantry seems to be the word of the day. I'm all for it. Aluminium. little sleepy time there. My favorite version of which is on that Live Cream Volume 1. What a savage record that is. Old Clapton's tone on there. Get out of town. It's so... I just love it so. I just love it so. It sounds so big and juicy. Both pickups together. That's a meaty sound there in the middle. Anyways, that's what this crazy guitar is. It's my Wildwood Spec 58 Les Paul in the gloss format, vintage sunburst. I'm going through my little that little lamp behind me here. Sorry, you can't really see it. Let me move it over here a little bit. So you see a little bit anyway, right? You have been seeing it up behind me on the on that Leslie speaker. Can you dig it when you dig it? I like that juicy tone. It's big and juicy. Again, I'm going straight into that little Koch amplifier called the Little Gristle. Should be getting over to the US of A in hopefully April. And so if you want to order one of those rascals, I would be in touch on the waiting list over at Wildwood as they trickle in. From what I understand, they're going to be right around $1,000, which is excellent for a nice tube amplifier that sounds that good. And it is loud. I'm on the 12-watt setting. I got earplugs in. And it's rocking. All right, so these are the Wildwood's custom buckers in this rascal. I am going to switch over to, for the giggles and kicks, to my Gristle Master, which is coming out, which will be at Wildwood next month. Again, the first shipment will come in, and then they're going to come, and then they're going to go, and then they'll be back again. Hey, Chris Fingerhoods. Can you hear the pound? Can you hear the power and majesty? We got Chris from Koch Amps. He's all the way in the Netherlands right now. That's what kind of technology we got going on. Martin says he bought the Tone City little heat pedal. That's a good little rascal, isn't it? That's just the overdrive on the amp. Someone asked if that's just the overdrive. It is. And these, of course, are my new signature pickups from Fishman, my new P90s. They are noise-free. They have 2 voices. They also have a killer out-of-phase position on the... And this is the guitar that they're going to come installed in, which is my new Reverend Gristle 290. Remember Strata. It's been a long time. Do 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 do, right? I can't remember. A little bit of that Jeff Beck Truth record. Can you dig it, folks? There's one EL 34 in this amp. Yeah, the Les Paul is a $6,000 guitar, and the Reverend is about $50. Actually, this one's a little bit more. I think it's more like $1,800, from what I understand. But yeah, a considerable difference. Darth Slater, I like that name, by the way. So is the classic Fishman's your signature model? No, my signature model is these new P90s. So they're going to be called Gristle-tone P90s. And then the Gristle-tone pickups for Telecaster. I did work with them on voicing the classic humbuckers. I also worked with them on voicing the Strat-style pickups as well. Can you dig it? Ebony is nice, isn't it? So anyway, so this is the new Reverend Gristle 90, or is it 290? Grace, what's going on? Grace, you're on television right now. My daughter Grace has just arrived. She's combing through her stuff that is in piles in front of me. Grace, move your stuff. Grace. Song called Grace, move your stuff. What? I like that song. It's a song of action. It's a call to action. It's a call to action and satisfaction. Can you dig it? Yeah, so what's nice about this, I just set the amp the way that it is. There's a volume, which is called more on this amp, and the gain, which is called Gristle. And then there's a one tone control and a volume, single 12-inch speaker, one EL 34 tube, although apparently you can swap it out for a 6L6 if you show desire. So it goes between 12 and 4 watts. I have it on the 12-watt mode. It's loud. I actually use this amp with Dylan when he's pounding, and I can still hear it, which is advantage trade, is what I'm thinking. Advantage trade. Turn the volume down. You don't lose any high. I can't see the comments. Someone unplug my damn. Oh, hold on. Oh, got it. Kids in my room unplugging things. Kids in my room unplugging things. Song called Kids in My Room Unplugging Things. Unplugging? That's the lick of the day, folks. You're in G, you do a G triad. You do a C sharp triad. You go back to Mr. G, you go Mr. C sharp. You throw that in over a blues at a blues jam, and blues purists will run screaming, and that's what you want. How did my neighbors, thank you, Ryan, by the way. I do have it up and at him here, though. I should be able to get this sucker going again. How do my neighbors like the volume? My neighbor over here, when we first moved in, they said, both of them are like, we're big fans of yours. We just can't wait for you to start playing. I'm like, you're kidding me. They're like, no, we love it. So every time I get done playing at some point, I go, was it too loud for you? And they're like, we complain when it's not loud enough. Advantage Drade. These people over here never have complained. They're fantastic. No worries. Plus, it's not like I'm making noise all hours of the night. You know, it's hour here, hour there. And the noises are spicy. People just, ooh, little spicy jams going on at the Koch residence. I dig it. I'm going to put it on my eggs and eat it. What? Oh, really? Now I'm going to have to, this doggone thing. I want to look over here. I looked over here. They might, Lady Blues Puritans. What am I missing over here in the messages? Greetings and salutations from Muscle Shoals. Hey, 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 Frankie. Muscle Shoals. Greg, can you play the song The Grip from the Defenestrator record? Oh, that is a spicy jam. Hey, Greg, did you know that the Venezuelan flag is on your hat? It is. Well, all right. I used to live in Tulsa, 73rd and North. If still there, I would probably stand outside your house to listen. Hey, Michael, you rascal. That's not too far away from where I'm at. Right. Well, there's that. Ooh. That was a song called The Grip. What the frick is this thing doing? Sign in with Microsoft. What are you doing, machine? It's messing me up. Ryan, We got all kinds of trouble with this doggone computer. Sign in with security key. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, frickin' frack. Forget this thing. I'll just read the comments over here. Computers are a pain in the rumpus. Computers are a complaint in the rumpus. What do we got over here? Comments. Woo! Sam says, woo! I play a little bit of the grip for him. Yeah, Bill Gates did me wrong. The Bigsby does stay in tune pretty doggone well, I have to say. Can you dig it? Fellas, the scrolls. Indeed. It does clean up. Rick wants to know what colors this guitar comes in and if it cleans up. You turn down the volume. I got the middle, so it's... Oh. Hagaboka, take a boka, hagadoo. And then you turn it up. It's so dirty. It's going to come in a gold. This color is called Tosa Turquoise. That's what we're calling it. Tosa Turquoise, because I live in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Shout out to the Homelands. Can you dig it? Sorry, I got a little carried away with the Homeland shout out. It's also going to come in a gold, and it's going to come in a black, and with the Bigsby on it. Can you dig it? Pickups on it. Can you dig it? Those P90s sound really nice. Thank you very much, Marco. I appreciate that. Vicky Baker says, super cold weather seems to kill brain cells. That's a fact. Love it, the Peter Green tone. Yeah, that's what I'm all about. It's that sweet, sweet Peter Green tone. They are noiseless P90s. Who'd have thunk it? Is the gold a standard Reverend gold? Tracer, that is a good question. The gold that I saw, I don't know if it's the regular gold or not. It looked very gold toppy. I'm going to tell you that. I haven't got it here yet, but as soon as I get both the gold and the black, I will be showing them to you post haste. Roland, the purple is available on the Gristle Master, the original Gristle Master, which is the one with my signature telly pickups on it. Yes. No sunburn. Listen, 3 colors initially. Tosa turquoise, gold, black, delicious colors, all 3. I would stand tall and proud with any one of them and take the stage by storm and start rocking forth like a pagan warrior of both night and day. So there's that. On down the line, there might be other things of veils, but for now, 3 glorious tone hues are manifest. Wow. Black and Venetian gold, chartreuse, Tosa turquoise. Questions out there, don't be afraid. You know, I'm going to switch over for just a sweet second here. Love that color, says Robert Pearson. There we go. Thank you, Robert. Just a shout out for the color. I like it too. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Harvest gold. Sweet. Tosa turquoise. Dig it. How about Tourette's turquoise for a color name? No, we don't want to make light of people's difficulties. I like the turquoise myself, says Lightning Trucker. Dig it. I dig you, my friend. That guitar matches my Indian motorcycle. Wicked. I met you in Dortmund, Germany. Hey, how's it going out there? I can't wait to return to Deutschland. Doggone it. Usually I get to Deutschland a couple times a year. I always have such a good old time. I like to go to the Bäckerei, get a delicious pastry treat and some coffee. And then some Schweinhaxen. Ooh, living the dream. I can dig it. Stallion Black. There you go, Mark. Mount the bold stallion and ride your nearest stage and rock forth. That sounds like a call to action. It sounds like a call to action and satisfaction. Let's see. Dirt Spider Burst. Oh, Lord. Oh, Schnitzel. That's also delicious as well. Is the body size the same as your previous signature guitar? Yes, it is. So just a little bit. When can we get the Gristle P90? Jay, that's an excellent question. The first shipment is coming next month, and Wildwood Guitars will get the majority of the first shipment, approximately 30 instruments off the bat. And then there's going to be a brief little cessation in availability because of a supply chain issue. But then after 2 months, they will be available in mass quantity. So what I would suggest, my friends, is if you want to be one of the first ones to get the sweet, glorious lariat that I'm holding, get a hold of the people at Wildwood and say, listen, bros, my name is Fancy McCorkindale. Put me down for one of them Gristle masters. I like the toasted turquoise. I want to walk tall like a proud warrior to my nearest stage. Brandish that instrument as soon as it's available to do so, the stages. And I'm going to rock, grab this guitar out of my sweet pouch of tricks and rock. Sweet Pouch of Tricks. That sounds like a good name for a band. What's the name of your band? Sweet Pouch of Tricks. Come on in, set up. I'm going to pay you $3 million. See, good name. Good name is really what it's all about. Sweet Pouch of Tricks. Advantage you. You know what I'm saying? What? Do the Gristle P90s require charging? They do indeed, Martin. There is, they're just like the other Gristle Master. This has a input that has a regular input jack, and then underneath it is a mini USB. You get the cord that comes with the damn guitar. You plug it in, and for an hour and a half charge, you get 300 hours of charged rockdom, giving you 2 voices of glorious tone. You don't lose any highs when you turn down the volume, and you get no doggone 60-cycle hum. Advantage you. Am I right or am I right? Fancy McCorkindale knows how to walk tall, call Wildwood. What if they call me up and say, you know what, we had the weirdest thing. We had a bunch of people today call and reserve a guitar under the name Fancy McCorkindale. And I'll say, Excelsior, to the heights. It's what I will say, and I will mean it. I will mean every doggone word. That input needs a USB-C. Micro USB doesn't take much abuse. You know what? I haven't had any problems, Clifton. Clifton, I haven't had much problems. Haven't had any problems at all. And I've treated my guitar like a farm animal. Actually, I treat my farm animals pretty well. I don't have farm animals. My point is that the guitar has endured years of sweet rock craft, traveling all over the globe, trotting, if you will, from nation to nation, stage to stage, schnitzel to schnitzel. And the whole time, my sweet mini USB has said, please, plug me in. I wish to suckle from the sweet exotic powers from all over these exotic lands. It's taking a sipping and keeps on ticking. Advantage mini USB, right? Am I right or am I right? I don't know. This is an excellent question. Will the charged P90s track my steps for the day? You know what? In this day and age, anything's possible. It'll say, well done. I always like it when, you get like a Fitbit and you like walk for like 1,000 miles and it says, great job. And the next day you walk 10 feet and it says, great job. Really, Fitbit? Don't stroke me. I want to earn your respect. Okay. Yes, Ray, I have been using that's what I'm using for this whole stream is the Mini Greg. Well, it's not the Mini Greg, it's the little Gristle. So that little amp that was on top of the Was on top of the Leslie, is now right behind my butt, and it's cranked. Attention, matriarch, is it the way you perambulate? Gonna make you... For all our praise, What? Can you dig it? Is there much tonal difference between the 4-watt mode and the 12? Mark, that's an excellent question. Let's see what we got. So that's 12 watts. Here's Mr. 4 watts. And now, back to full power. I like that rock music. Can you dig it? That amp sounds good. I like that amp. Yes, the 12 wattage, the 12 wattage version, just a little more crisp at the low end and not quite as squishy. Other than that, the 4 watt sounds great too. I dig it all. The Little Gristle. This Chris Fingerhoots. It's coming over in like April. Am I right or am I right? Chris from Koch Amps is on the thingamabob. a Billy Gibbonsy tone right there. Am I right or am I right? Again, I'm going straight into the amp. My new Reverend guitar straight into my little Koch amplifier called the Little Gristle. Sounds glorious. Questions out there, I see it. I see the questions out there. Reach deep in your purse and get yourself some cheap sunglasses. Oh, that is a good jam, isn't it? Jesus just left Chicago and he's bound for a Schwabenon. Bound for a Schwabenon out of Chicago. Schwabenon up by Green Bay, Wisconsin, FYI. Little geography lesson here with Drade. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. He says the heat pedal rocks. I dig it. I do remember Dred Zeppelin. What a fantastic ensemble. Will the Greg Jr. be the 110 inch? This is the Little Gristle, single 12. The Greg Jr. will also be a single 12, but it'll either be 50 or 25 watts, and it'll be a 2-channel amp with reverb. This is a single channel amp, 12 watts or 4 watts with just a volume, which we're calling the Moore control, the gain, which is called Gristle, and then a tone control and reverb, and there is an extra switch on there, so you can be cruising around like this. Nice and filthy. If I hit the extra, and it becomes. That's not that first Paul McCartney record. That's a good little riff. Back in black. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh, and the head's coming too. That's right. We have the Greg, my signature amp. First of all, there'll be black ones available and red ones available. And then there'll also be a head version of the Greg Brains. And that'll be coming as well. Am I right or am I right? Coming into the quarantine, clubs were asking bands to turn down. With a little amp, play well in small clubs. Absolutely. But you know what my favorite response, Al, when someone asks me to turn down? I go, sure. And then when the rock begins, I just turn it right back up. And they say, it's so loud. I go, when you were booking the band, did you not look to see what kind of an ensemble we are? It should say right in our writer, we are louder than the Word of God. So prepare yourself. Wow, that sounded a little judgy by me. I like it. Don't turn down! I won't turn down! Song called I Won't Turn Down. Sounds familiar though. I won't turn down! What a great riff that is. Just octaves. Crazy. Questions out there. Oh, it's 4:05 already. We're out in the land of beer and wine. Can I play something by Tears for Fears? Not off the top of my head, in fact. Neck shape on this is it's a comfy C. I'm going to say it's a comfy C. I don't know if that's the official description of what this neck profile is. I'm calling it a comfy C. We just had cozy autumn soup the other day. I always call it comfy autumn soup. But I think the recipe says cozy autumn soup. That's a non sequitur, ladies and gentlemen. But it is getting to be dinner time. See, my mind wanders into the food realm at these points in time, at these particular junctures in time. At these junctures in time, we get a little bit of this. You know what? Tell that guy he doesn't know what's going on. The second I walked in the door, some random dude's like, hey, tell your old man to put his pants on. Advantage, Drade. My son just said he went into a local music store and he walked in there for 2 seconds. Some guy yelled, tell your dad to put his pants on. Because I recorded a song on my shorts today. Because usually I do my little morning thing in my jammy pants, but sometimes I prefer an evening short. They were not boxers. They're gym shorts. People are meat gazers. What? I can't believe I said that. But you know what? I'm not wearing boxers on a video. They're frickin' gym shorts. People. What the heck? Things have gone crazy. All right, folks. Sassy Cat says, what's going on with dinner? Well, that's a good question. I have to go to the grocery store after this broadcast. Okay, I'm going to the grocery store. And I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight. There was a plan. Oh, that's right. We're going to do curry bake. That's delicious. What were you doing over at that music store? Oh, you and Matt Turner causing trouble. I can see it now. Okay. Listen, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We went on some strange divergence. Sorry, I'm looking over here, but Dylan, you unplugged this computer. It went off, and when I tried to power it on, it's like it's a new computer. It doesn't recognize Drade. I can't put my stuff in. I'm going to have to call up the Fishman people and say, what the heck's going on with this computer? It doesn't know me. Dylan unplugged it because he was so hungry for power that he just randomly unplugged things. Dylan's getting a dressing down right now, folks, by Drade. The Wrath of Drade. Well, you guys have a pleasant remainder of your Thursday. It's Thursday already. Isn't that weird? Tomorrow's Friday. I am doing a live stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time with Dylan. We'll be fully powered on the screen here, so I don't have to go over here and see what's going on. Wisconsin is a proud place, is it not? It's where it all happens, seemingly. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you for Wildwood. Please visit Wildwood online. Tell them I say hello. And again, if you want to order either of these implements, I would call them sooner than later to get on the waiting list, because the rollout, because of these strange pandemic times, is making things a little squirrely. So, if you want these glorious devices, implements, if you will, I would suggest pouncing while the iron is hot under the moniker Fancy McCorkindale. Probably not. If they, they get a bunch of people identifying themselves as Fancy McCorkindale, how are they going to know who's who? You know what I'm saying? Will the real Fancy McCorkindale please cyber stand up? What? All right, listen, I got to go. We'll see you later. Thanks again. Cyber.